Hello and welcome to the Shark Tank brought to you by the Yearbook class. My name is Subin Bay.
And my name is Jungmin Park. The 2015-2016 school year has started off with a flood of extracurricular activities and clubs, and of course, sports. Volleyball, cross country, and basketball are just a few of the sports that are currently in session. Just recently, there was a tournament at BIFS for volleyball on September 12th. Let's see what Mr. Wojcik and the BFS volleyball team has to say about it.
I think we work pretty well together. We have some weak points, of course, but all in all, we work very well together. So I would say we're a pretty strong team.
Well, to be completely honest, I joined so I could play with my friends last year, but then this year I realized how much fun the game is, so I just wanted to keep playing it as much as I could. I don't know how to answer this one because we're all pretty good in our own separate ways. Like, Sam is by far the best server on the team, so, I mean, there's him, but then Sean, I think, he is really aggressive and kind of dives for the ball and he's really good at keeping the ball in play, so he's really good at that. So, I mean, I don't think he's the best player, but I think we're all good in our own ways.
I think I did pretty well, although I got frustrated with myself a lot because, like, you miss points, but that's inevitable. Well, that's a hard question because they all bring a different element to the team, you know. But I would have to say Miss Peterson because she's really enthusiastic about everything and she's a fun person to be around, you know.
My favorite coach is Mr. Wojcik because he does a lot of things to realize what we need to improve on, and then during the practices we work on those things a lot. Like, we spend at least 15 minutes every single practice working on just serving because that's one of the most important things. So yeah, he realizes what we need to work on and it makes us do it.
As always, with a new year comes new teachers. One of the teachers we'll be highlighting in this episode of the Shark Tank comes all the way from Arizona and teaches mathematics courses. We got a chance to interview Mr. Virhan and ask him a few questions to get to know him. Why don't we check it out?
I come from Phoenix, Arizona. My wife and I chose to move to Korea because we loved our jobs in Phoenix, but I think we were getting very comfortable to where we were at. Like, we were good. We loved our jobs. Like, we were kind of like living the mundane, and we're like, we need something. Like, we need to be outside of our comfort zone. So that's where we first started thinking about moving overseas. And then Korea, we just love the Asian culture. We felt it was a good fit for both of us. So we just wanted somewhere where we could be uncomfortable so that we could grow professionally and as people, but also somewhere where we would love to live because we know we're gonna be here for a while. So Korea seemed like the perfect place for us. Yes, I have always. Well, since I was in high school, when I was in the 10th grade, that's when I realized I loved math and I loved helping people. So it was the perfect job for me, math, and I get to help people and be with people. Here at BFS, I teach AP Calculus, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calculus. My favorite thing about Korea is just the simplicity of life. Like, here, we don't have a car. We only have one cell phone versus two. We walk everywhere. So I just love living simple without all the distractions we used to have in America. If I were not a teacher, I would like to work at a university. So not like a professor, but like somewhere in student life. I just love working with young people and creating events. So I would totally like to be a resident director. So they're like the people who like take charge of the dorms and stuff like that. The most interesting experience has been really not knowing the language. Like I'm bilingual, so like I'm used to always either knowing Spanish or English. So like in the States, if someone didn't know Spanish, I will be there to help. I would translate, but here I'm like at a loss. I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. I have no idea what the sign says. So it's been kind of interesting and challenging not being the helper anymore and being the person who gets help, and that's been growing me a lot. Which country would I most like to live in or visit? I would love to visit somewhere in Latin America, like Brazil. Like I love the Latin American culture, but I only know Mexico, so I would love to visit something like Brazil or Argentina or any of those places. I love the community. I come from a big school, big public school where nobody knew each other. We had hundreds and hundreds of students. I love that all the students know each other. I love that there's a close-knit community. And I love that I get to see all the high school kids because I only used to see seniors back home. So I love that I get to work with all the high school kids.
As the amount of handheld technology has grown exponentially over the years, it has become increasingly easier for students at BFS to preserve their memories using their smartphone cameras. For the past few years, students at BFS have been using a smartphone app called ReplayIt, where they can upload their very own pictures for use in the yearbook. To introduce the app to new teachers or students, we've created a tutorial video. Let's see what ReplayIt is all about.
Oh my god, it's my best friend. Let's take a picture. #selfie. Cute picture. How can I get this published like in the yearbook? I can use ReplayIt.
The first step for using ReplayIt is downloading from the App Store. Then you can go to the app and find BFS by typing in Busan Foreign School. The password or school code is Go Sharks with an exclamation mark. Then you can sign up using Facebook or other methods. You can upload any school-related or student life pictures. Make sure you put in a category. Help out the yearbook while preserving your memories and having a great time. Thank you for watching this episode of Shark Tank. See you next time.